Hi everyone, I'm just making a quick video about the news out of Norway, which is that the appeals court has found in favour of Jehovah's Witnesses. They were obviously up against the Norwegian government, which found that the practice of shunning was in violation of basic religious freedoms, and they suspended payments to Jehovah's Witnesses in Norway. Jehovah's Witnesses didn't like that and fought back, and it seems, at least for now, they've been successful in getting the decision overturned in the appeals court. And obviously this will be very good news for Jehovah's Witnesses. I think we can expect something on jw.org very soon or in the coming days. And it's sad news for people like myself, for former Jehovah's Witnesses who were really looking to Norway to set a precedent here and recognize that it's not okay for a group to pick up all of the benefits from a governmental point of view, pick up all of the benefits of being an authentic religious group, while at the same time punishing people who leave, which is essentially what Jehovah's Witnesses do. I do have a printout of the decision here, and I'll just refer to it. It says the Court of Appeal did not find it probable that Jehovah's Witnesses' practice of social distancing towards baptized members who leave the religious community constituted a violation of members' right to freely leave a religious community, writes the Borgarting Court of Appeal. I mean, I don't know what probable means. I mean, this is a Google translation, but it absolutely does violate your human right to leave a religion if you so choose, if you are having punishment visited on you as a result of leaving that community. I mean, having your family weaponized against you is probably one of the worst things that can be done to you, and this is what's done as a punishment in Jehovah's Witnesses. It was also not proven that Jehovah's Witnesses practices related to social distancing towards minor baptized members who are excluded or resign from Jehovah's Witnesses, or the practices towards minor baptized preachers who commit norm violations, constituted psychological violence or negative social control directed against children in a way that violates children's rights. Jehovah's Witnesses filed a lawsuit against the state after the state administrator in Oslo and Viken in 2022 deprived Jehovah's Witnesses of state subsidies and public registration as a religious community. Well, make no mistake, that's what this is really all about. There'll be many Jehovah's Witnesses who will feel that this was some kind of threat towards their religion, some kind of persecution, similar to what we saw in Russia in 2017 when Russia banned Jehovah's Witnesses. This isn't a ban. This isn't stopping Jehovah's Witnesses from doing whatever they want to do, including preaching, including assembling at kingdom halls. One thing they made a big fuss over was, oh, well, we don't get to perform normal marriage ceremonies. Well, that's the case in lots of countries where Jehovah's Witnesses are officially registered. Here in Croatia, when I got married, we had to get married in a registry office, which was apparently such a bad thing for Norwegian Jehovah's Witnesses to be doing. So whatever spin they put on it, and they will almost certainly be putting something on their website in the coming days, make no mistake, this is a bad decision. Unfortunately, when we're dealing with the legal process, whether it's to do with child abuse, whether it's to do with shunning, whether it's to do with anything really, there's always a potential for there to be a miscarriage of justice, which is what's happened here. This is about people's basic freedoms. Hopefully it will go to the Supreme Court or the European Court of Human Rights. I don't know what the plans are for the team behind the Norwegian government or the Norwegian government. I don't know what their plans are as to how they're going to appeal this, but I really hope they do, because Norway had a really valuable opportunity to seize the initiative here and set a precedent that told Jehovah's Witnesses it is not okay to use family bonds as a means of punishing those who leave. That's not okay. That's psychological trauma and warfare. And unfortunately, the Norwegian government is having its hands tied by the legal process right now. But if you are a Jehovah's Witness, I mean, enjoy this if you like. But I think those of you who are watching my channel, even who identify as Jehovah's Witnesses, many of you will understand that this is wrong, what's happening. You should be able to leave a religion and it not impact on your family connections. Norway was this close to setting a precedent which has just been torn up, and hopefully they'll realize that this is a mistake and they'll correct it. But even if they don't, I just want to pay tribute to the incredible work that was done in Norway, or has been done and continues to be done by the activists in Norway. I'm thinking of people like Jan Frode Nielsen, and everybody who participated in the process and assisted the Norwegian government. Sounds like the fight might not be over just yet, unfortunately. Maybe it is for certain individuals. Maybe they've given it all they can, and that's completely okay. But my heart goes out to all of those brave Norwegian activists for the incredible work they've done. This is a blow. This is a hard one to take, but the fight continues, and I like to think that, as I've said repeatedly, we're just living at the wrong point in history. We're living at a point in history when governments just don't quite understand cults and what cults are capable of doing, the trauma that cults are capable of doing in people's lives. We're at the wrong point in history, and future generations will get it right, I promise you. Future generations, not just in Norway but all over the world, will look back in horror at the notion that there was a time when groups like Jehovah's Witnesses were able to destroy family bonds and whip up psychological trauma purely as a mechanism for keeping people inside their group. So those are my thoughts, and I'll be commenting on this more on the channel, but I again send my thoughts to the brave activists in Norway, and I'll be seeing you. Take care.